All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and Bungie is set to do a mid-season nerf, and they are going to be targeting some of the most popular, most pesky things in the sandbox right now, and this is really good news in my opinion, all right? DMG, Bungie's community manager, tweeted this out, saying, setting expectations for the TWAB this week, that's going to be this Thursday, larger than usual sandbox changes in mid-season patch. Shotguns, 120 hand cannons, and Dead Man's Tale are the focus. Master Vogue coming next week. General patch preview, some bug fixes and such. See y'all tomorrow. Wow. I mean, we're going to see a nerf to shotguns, 120 hand cannons, and DMT, which are right now so unbelievably overused in trials. Right now, I'll pull up the statistics for you so that way you can see how overused these weapons are, right? The number one most used weapon is the Felwinter's Lie, even after they removed Quick Draw from it and they nerfed Quick Draw, so that way it's not even nearly as good on any other shotguns. Felwinter's still at the top, still reigning supreme with over 1 million kills, when comparatively the second most used weapon is the steady hand with 400,000 kills. Crazy to see Felwinter so strong. Let me know in the comment section below, how do you think they will nerf shotguns this time? The only thing I can possibly imagine is just bringing the range down 1 meter across the board. For every archetype, just bring it down 1 meter. That's the only thing I can imagine. I mean, I'm not that creative. I can't come up with anything even better than that, but we'll see, you know? We'll see. That's the only thing I can possibly imagine they would do. Let me know if you have any more creative ideas than me. We'll see what they do. The next most popular weapon is the steady hand 120 RPM hand cannon. After that, another 120 RPM hand cannon, the Igneous Hammer, the Adept. And then after that, we have the Found Verdict. It's kind of cool to see the Found Verdict get there because it just came into the game. And you can get some really good rolls with this, can have really good handling on it. That is the fourth most used weapon, another aggressive frame shotgun. And then in the fifth slot, we have the Dead Man's Tale. Now on console, this is not nearly as potent, not nearly as used as often, but on PC, this is number one actually. So keep that in mind. And that's where the bouncing gets troublesome for Bungie when it comes to balancing a sandbox for console controller players and for PC mouse and keyboard players. And the number 6 slot, we have the Chaperone, which is extremely high up here. Largely, again, because of the opposite effect, which is that it's really good for controller and not so good for mouse and keyboard. I almost never see mouse and keyboard players using this weapon, but on controller, it definitely locks on the head a little bit more with the aim assist and tends to be really strong. So we see that in the 6th spot. In the 7th spot, we have the Rizwalker, the Iron Banner kinetic shotgun. In the 8th spot, we have the Igneous Hammer, the non-adept version. And then the Bastion in the 9th spot, and the Astral Horizon, another aggressive frame shotgun, to cap out the top 10 across the board, across all platforms. So no surprise here, seeing that these are so overly used in trials that DMG would tweet out that they are going to be getting nerfed. Now, my opinion, for 120 RPM hand cannons, are they going to bring the range down even more? I don't think so. I mean, they could, but that would be not very creative. What I think they should do is I think they should change the ease of use for this weapon. The reason why it's used so much is because the ease of use for the other hand cannons requires 3 headshots. You have to be super precise, and I think with 120s you should have to be more precise. I think you should have to hit right now you have to hit 1 headshot and 2 to the body on low resilience, and 2 to the head, 1 to the body on high resilience. I think it should probably be 3 to the head on high resilience, and on low resilience 2 to the head, 1 to the body. That would balance it out a little bit more, in my opinion. That would be probably the perfect sandbox change for this. You'd still see people rocking 120s because the range is amazing, but you would definitely see it significantly less if that was the change. Let me know if you agree with that in the comments down below. I think we can all agree that these weapons need to get nerfed. I mean, I've seen it many times before when I upload YouTube videos using 120s and shotguns. People are always, you know, griping about it and stuff, but they're just the meta. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to do trials, if you're trying to play well, if you need to play well, need to win like in trials, then you're going to use the meta. You're going to use the strongest stuff. And DMT, I personally don't really use this a whole lot. This is typically more of a Titan weapon. Lately, I've been playing more Hunter. But if you're on Titan with those Lion Rampants, you know how dirty this thing is. And so, definitely interesting to see those things get addressed. No mention of a few other things, though, that are really strong. I mean, grenade launchers. Let me know if you in the comments below if you think grenade launchers should get nerfed or adjusted a little bit. A little bit of a hot topic right now. I mean, a lot of people sort of siding with grenade launchers. You know, I like to take the middle road on this because I don't see them as being overly used, but I mean, the way they're used is a bit newbie at times when people are just sort of blind firing them around corners at the radar. But that's not the focus Bungie has right now, and it will be very interesting to see when these changes go live, what the sandbox will look like after this. And I'll be making an update with what a series I've been doing for a very long time called the Trials Meta Report. So This is the Trials meta from this last weekend of Trials, and I will make a Trials meta report after these changes go live. It'll be really interesting to see what are the new top 10 weapons. Will those 140 RPM hand cannons finally emerge? Will we see an auto rifle hit the top 10? I mean, ever since they nerfed the 600 RPMs, we haven't seen any of those. They're still really good, though. 600s are still good. The 720s are actually really nasty, have amazing time to kill. So don't count those out by any means. We'll see. We'll see how the meta changes. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you want to stay up to date on all the news in Destiny 2. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.